Hey guys, welcome back to Granblue 16. I am your host Javon, and today we're off a brand new benchmark. Today we're using Granblue Fantasy Relink for the PC. Today I'm running this on my Intel Core i3-10105 with the AMD RX Vega 56, 8GB VRAM graphics card. We're running with 16GB of DDR4 RAM in dual channel memory, and I am playing at 1080p on the high preset. That gives us ultra textures, rendering is set to high, and lighting is also set to high. That's all we get in this game. That is all we get. That is sad. Regardless, though, it is running at over 60 FPS. Even though I have a frame rate cap of 75 and I have VSync off, it's still capping at 75 for some reason with my display rate, my display for my monitor. I don't know why that is. Oh well. Regardless, though, I don't think it'll maintain that in the forest area. It is quite demanding here. I do recommend the high preset. The high preset seems to be the best amount to run this game at. I'm kind of annoyed because this is my second time recording. My capture card failed the first time. I'm using an SSD as well, so the loading times for this game are practically non-existent, which is quite nice. I won't lie, the loading screens are non-existent with an SSD. Love that. And it does play extremely smooth, as you can see my frame time graph. But as you can see, we are running at over 60 FPS at all times. I haven't seen it dip here once I carried up my wattage for the GPU. So that's nice. I'm curious to see if it will drop. I'm curious to see if this damn thing crashes. If this thing isn't recording again, I'd be very annoyed. I'd be very, very annoyed. But it seems like at 1080p high, this will be a 60 plus experience at all times, which is very surprising to me. We're using 5.6 GB of VRAM, and obviously the more VRAM you have, the less RAM you use in these types of games, because on the 1060 and the 960 when I ran this, I was using about 11 gigs of normal RAM, and obviously that's not the case here, because we have the VRAM for the textures. So that is great, so that is nice. So it seems that it's going to be stable. The city is a bit more demanding than the forest area, though. The forest area is demanding, but the city is a bit more. So we'll see how that performs once we get there as well. Will we be able to continually maintain over 60? Who knows? Whoa, that was the lowest we've got so far, 61 FPS. 61. If you can hear that, nice. That is also the Vega. You know how the Vega gets, man. Pumping out all that power. It can get quite. Okay, this is a boss fight. Still looks good though. The thing about this game is it doesn't have very many graphical options, which is terrible, if I'm being honest with you. It also makes it very hard to run on integrated graphics. There's no config file either because it's a modified version of Unreal Engine, so it's not great. Three graphical options in 2024 is stupid. It's just stupid. And not even, and just standard, high, and ultra is ridiculous, actually. It doesn't even make sense. But if you have a higher end graphics card, it will run. If you have a lower end GPU, you're in trouble. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Carolina's here again. Catalina. I don't know why I said Catalina at first. Everyone's here. Not really. In case people are wondering, for those who normally watch me do the Vega, for those of you, I don't know if there's many of you once again, but I have the power limit up higher to 184. I normally give it to 152 when I'm doing benchmarks and things, but I have it at 184 for this. For newer games, I thought it'd be more important to show you guys that these games actually can run on the Vega without any issue, and as you can see, it definitely can. Now, I may have not been paying attention, but I don't think it's dropped below 60 FPS at this point in time. And it's still showing me that it's where did I fire that blast? Why? That was ridiculous. Where did the blast get fired all the way over there? But yeah, it's maintaining the 75 FPS for the most part. I'm happy with this. We want to get into town because we won't be able to do that in town, but Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. The CPU is chilling. The CPU is fine. CPU ain't got no issues over here, and I'm all for it. Ooh, I'm about to hit 100%. Okay, let me see that frame rate real quick. Yep, this gets really demanding. A lot of effects has happened there. A lot of effects are about to happen. Okay. For a DirectX 11 game. Okay, that wasn't bad. The only time it did it is when I used my special, and that may have been because of the first time rendering it through. It actually maintained it quite well. Nice. I'm happy with this. Okay, so now we're going to get to, after this fight, we're going to get to the city now, and then I'll end the video there. Hopefully this recording actually recorded, and I don't have to do this again, because then I'd be very annoyed. Let's just skip that real quick. Skip the friends, meeting the other friends. Let's move on to the city. Still running well, less than 6 gigabytes of VRAM used. Listen, I've seen a lot of people talking about a lot of issues with the game. I haven't got those issues. Now, to be fair, I haven't watched any of the cutscenes because I'm benchmarking at the moment. I do plan on playing this, so I'll see that afterwards. But as far as I can tell, the game runs somewhat mostly decently here. Obviously, the graphical options are definitely an issue in 2024, especially. But other than that, the game runs fine, especially if you have an SSD. Like I said, blazing fast. Like things just load in. Less than 10 seconds to wait on anything. Yeah, here we go. So we're in the city now. Which, like I said, it is more demanding here. Like I thought the forest was bad. I've been on the ship. The ship is easily the easiest place to run. Here is a bit more demanding. Look, we are dipping below 60. But only for brief moments. Let's see what happens. Let me walk around and let's see. 60 FPS. Okay, so main area, we're getting about 60. I could have bumped up this a bit more to try to see if we could get a bit over, but we're getting 60 FPS here. I can't complain. And the game looks great. CPU definitely being pushed a bit more here as well. Alright, I got a trade, I forgot. This is literally how I do things when I play games nowadays, man. It's just, oh, can I do this? There you go. Move on. Okay, let's go. Alright, so yeah, it is running at over 60 FPS. I think this is fine. 1080p high, guys. I don't recommend any higher than high because it already gives you ultra textures. And after that, we'll be good. Once again, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. Don't forget to please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. If you guys got a, it requires a CPU, but the CPU recommendation for this is, I think, pretty spot on. Really, like it's not. I don't even think it is actually. I think it requires more power. Isn't it a 700 for recommended? I think this is fine. Like the GPU is fully being utilized here. The CPU is chilling most of the time. Obviously, only because I'm in town that it's very demanding. Otherwise, I think you're going to be fine with this. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.